It's that time of year again. Thanks to our friends at Valley Toyota Dealers, you have the chance to win a brand new car while helping even more homeless pets in our community. We're going to tell you all about that and so much more right here on Pets on Parade. Good morning and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. I'm Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this Saturday morning. Now, these last few weeks, we've been showing off some of our long-timers, including Kit last week, who is still looking for his forever home, and we know that the perfect match is out there for him. But don't you worry, we have another absolutely adorable long-timer, a little bit on the younger side today. We're going to introduce you to Baby Girl later on in this show. And we were just talking about the Phoenix Suns last week, about how much they've been able to give back to our pets over these recent months, but we cannot forget about the Mercury, especially the goat, who just happens to be in studio with us today, Lisa.
That's right, I have little Tarasi with me, and she's definitely the greatest of all time. She is a little 11-week-old, and we're calling them a shepherd litter. Think more maybe an Anatolian or a livestock guardian type dog. She's pretty interested in the pheasant here. And they were owner surrendered for too many pets in the home. So at 11 weeks old, she's 17 pounds. She's probably gonna be a big dog, definitely over 50 pounds as an adult, but she is at a great age for learning. So I'm going to give you some tips for heat safety in dogs, because it is still hot this time of the year and these little ones were left outside. So watch for signs of heat distress, and you'll see panting and what they call spooning of the tongue. It looks like a spoon on the end, glassy eyes, those sorts of things. Watch for that in dogs, or if you find a stray, and try to cool the dog down, offer water, but most importantly, that requires veterinary care. So if you find a stray, or if you find your own dog in heat distress, please stay with them and get them to the closest emergency animal clinic where they can get that dog cooled down. And if you need heat safety tips, you can go on and find this graphic that we have on the screen right now at azhumane.org/nohotdogs.
Absolutely. You know, a lot of places in the country are cooling down, and we have a little bit of a dip right now, but it's still very hot out there for our pets. So that's a very important reminder. Thank you for that, Lisa. And like we mentioned at the beginning of the show, it's back. We have another amazing car raffle, thanks to our friends at Valley Toyota Dealers. But first, who is this cute little one, ladies?
This is Lorelei, and she is 8 weeks old, and she came to the Arizona Humane Society with her siblings, who you'll meet throughout the show. They were much too small to go up for adoption, so they spent some time in our bottle baby ICU, and then they went to a foster home. Lorelei's foster family says that she is extremely inquisitive and brave, and she loves to try new things. So she wants a family that's going to introduce her to a lot of different experiences. She wants to meet a lot of different people and have a variety of toys to play with. And now Hannah is going to tell us about the Toyota dealers and how you can help pets like the ones you see on the show today.
Yep, absolutely. The Toyota raffle is back thanks to our friends at Valley Toyota Dealers. You have a chance to win a brand new 2025 Toyota 4Runner valued at more than $44,000. Raffle tickets are 1 for $20, 3 for $50, or 7 for $100. You can visit azhumane.org/Toyota to learn more and to get your chance to win, while also helping pets like this cutie here, Lorelei.
Oh my goodness. If anyone has seen my 08 Toyota Corolla, you know that I wish I could enter into this raffle, but what is so amazing is that all of our viewers can enter into that, and it truly is life-saving. So thank you so much for that, ladies, and thanks to Valley Toyota Dealers. And last week was the 20-year anniversary of our emergency response team being deployed to New Orleans to assist in one of the largest animal rescue efforts in U.S. history. Nearly 300 sick and injured Hurricane Katrina animals return to Arizona for extensive medical care, fostering, reunions with their families, and adoption. As Arizona's designated responder for animals in distress, AHS continues to stand ready with 3,000 plus hours of FEMA-approved training and 15 disaster responses since 2002. From hurricanes to wildfires, we're here to help when the unthinkable happens. We're proud to have a team to lead with amazing courage and compassion, and this September is National Disaster Preparedness Month, so we want everyone to not only remember the lessons from Hurricane Katrina as well as the devastation that it had on our nation, but we're urging pet owners to prepare before disaster strikes. And speaking of disaster preparedness, Janine is going to tell you all about the 3 Ps, but first, oh my goodness, everyone has been falling absolutely in love with this little underbite. Who is this?
This is a little 2-year-old Brussels Griffon mix named Duke. And he was abandoned at an emergency animal clinic as a 6th stray. Someone just left him there, and they took care of them. And then our field team came and picked him up and brought him to our trauma hospital. And because he's super shy and really timid, he wouldn't walk. So we checked his gait to make sure that he didn't have any lameness. But once we put him out in the yard, he walked around fine, and he just felt more comfortable out there. So he's just ready to be someone's like little couch potato and go on like nice little easy walks. But look at this little face. He's just really chill. And I mean, everyone's been coming up to him, and he doesn't get reactive or anything. He's great. He's just maybe when I'm kind of guessing like what, 13 pounds or so. Here's his little full body, but he just needs patience and a loving home. And like Kelsey said, it's monsoon season, so we definitely have all kinds of situations that we need to prepare for. The 3 Ps are prepare, make sure your microchips are up to date, and pack an emergency kit for your animals, like their supplies, some food, their medicines. Plan an evacuation for your whole family, but that has to include your pets, which I would think most people would do that. And also practice loading in carriers. When you have stressful situation, you don't want to try cramming your cat in a carrier and throwing it in the car. That will end in disaster in itself. So just start doing this with treats and doing it at a slow pace. So when you're all in a panic, then the animal's not going to read into that, and they will get into the carrier because they're used to it. So we all have to take care of our pets, and that is just a few little helpful tips. And go on azhumane.org/disaster to learn more.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Janine. And knowing where your pets like to hide is very important as well. So thank you for those tips. And we have a great event happening later today where you can exercise and get some puppy cuddles after. And while this isn't a puppy, events like this do help little ones like this, right, Sula?
Correct, and this is Luke. And Luke is one of the 4 kittens that were rescued when they were found without a mom, and they were just 4 weeks old. He's the only male of the litter. So he was syringe fed at the shelter, and now he is in a foster home, and he's starting to eat his gruel. And his foster family said that he is very loving, he's calm and sweet. And the best part, he has become best buddies with the puppy family. And talking about puppies, later this afternoon, you can enjoy a fun event. It's Pilates with Puppies that is going to be hosted by Fine Pilates in Scottsdale from 4 till 6 today. And it's a fun event, and all the proceeds go to help pets like Luke. So to learn more and have a fun workout and reward yourself with puppy snuggles, go to azhumane.org/events.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. Thank you for that, Sula. And speaking of puppy snuggles, you can have puppy snuggles with your next forever best friend. We're going to introduce you to Baby Girl when we come back after the break. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, usually we're talking about our long timers. They're usually bigger, they're usually older, but today we are introducing you to a younger long timer, baby girl, who is only 7 months old and only 34 pounds. Thanks to our great volunteer, Kelly, who brought her here. She is doing a little mini field trip to Pets on Parade today because we're hoping that her perfect forever home is out there. Now, unfortunately, baby girl does have quite a sad story, as she was a confiscate that was taken about 2 months ago from a home where she was found tied up in 108 degrees with no access to shade, no access to water. So local police actually found her in dire straits where she was extremely overheated. We were talking about signs of heat exhaustion earlier, and she was exhibiting all of those. It truly is a miracle that she is still here with us today, but this is why our community and working with local law enforcement is so important when it comes to saving lives of little ones like baby girl. Now, of course, you know, she can be a bit shy. It's a little bit of a scary situation here, and she grew up in a cruelty situation. So the home that she is looking for is going to be a patient one that allows her to go at her own pace with a lot of positive reinforcement. She has been really friendly with everyone here in the studio today. She even was very interested in all of the pups that we've had. She was sniffing the carriers that have the kitties and the bunnies and guinea pig that we'll meet later today. So I think she's going to be an absolutely wonderful companion for someone out there who is looking for not quite a puppy, but not quite an adult pet yet either. Now, Kelly told me that she jumped into the car wonderfully. She's been walking absolutely wonderfully as well. She absolutely loves treats. She loves toys. And as you can see, she is extremely curious. So when we have pets like this, it's going to be really important to help socialize them, but letting them go at their own pace. Now today you're also going to notice that she has an absolutely adorable harness. So she is putting her best paw forward thanks to a wonderful donation from Joyride Harness, who donated 70 harnesses for our pets just like this one to be able to go on field trips or to be able to ensure that they have a safer way to walk and to be able to go out and have a fun time while getting their sniffies and their wiggles out. Now, this adorable girl is available at our Papago Park campus. You can always learn more, about baby girl or our other adoptables by visiting azhumane.org/adopt. And of course, we always recommend bringing the whole family down to ensure it's a great fit. We want to make sure it's not only a great fit for your family, but also our pets as well. And our adoption specialists are absolutely wonderful at that. And look at that, right on cue. You're going to get endless puppy kisses with absolutely adorable baby girl. So please, if you are interested, come down to the shelter and meet her, or if you know someone who might be interested, please help us find her forever home. We would love to update you next week that she has found her perfect family. Now, thank you so much, Kelly, for all that you do as a volunteer. And thank you guys for viewing and for helping us find adorable ones like this, their forever homes. Make sure to stay tuned. We're going to introduce you to more little ones like baby girl when we come back after the break. Welcome back to the show. Now, I'm not sure if you've noticed a theme with our kitties so far, but if you're a fan of the Gilmore Girls, and I think you might already have an idea, who is this, Hannah?
This is Rory. She's an 8-week-old female. She is litter mates with Lorelai. They were found as strays with no mom in sight. This Rory here was treated at the baby bottle ICU, and then she went to foster. Her foster hero said that she has a really cute personality and that she loves to snuggle. If you want to help pets like Lorelai and Rory, today your gift will go twice as far to save sick, injured, and abused pets like the ones that you see on the show and at the shelter, and more than 24,000 others that we care for each year. Every dollar you give will be matched up to $50,000 to help save more pets. We are so grateful for donors who make it possible and for everyone who continues to help save lives. So for more information, you can visit azhumane.org/match.
Oh, absolutely. As a nonprofit, we could not save the lives of more than 24,000 pets just like this little one here. So we're so grateful to everyone who allows us to be able to do that. Thank you for that, Hannah. And we know that our pets are all royalty, but this one especially is. Please tell us about King, Denise.
Yes, this is King, and she is 3 years old, and she came to the Arizona Humane Society because her family could no longer care for her. Yes, she is a girl, and yes, her real name is King. And let me tell you, she is the king. The Arizona Humane Society is hosting 3 separate adult night out events this fall. We're going to have a dance fitness class, we're going to have a photography class, and a yoga class. And of course, because it's the Arizona Humane Society, all of these events will involve adoptable pets. So these are a great way to get out, be active, learn something, and of course, spend some time with some wonderful animals. Tickets are $30 per event, or you can get a ticket for all 3 events for $70. Visit our website, azhumane.org/events. King is very social. She loves people, and her favorite food is Timothy hay. So she is hoping to find a family that's going to give her tons of attention and lots of Timothy hay.
She absolutely has had a lot of it. I think we've all talked about, you know, how she's thick with 2 C's. So she's ready for hot girl fall, I think. Thank you so much for that, Denise. And our shelter pups were living their best lives this past Labor Day weekend, from park strolls and shopping sprees to cuddles and treats. These cuties are returning to their kennels with the proudest pup cup beards. We want to give a huge thank you to all of our amazing volunteers who spent their holiday weekend making shelter dogs feel loved and seen. Field trips allow our pets to get out of the shelter, meet new people, have new experiences, and more. If you want to help AHS's homeless pets like these pups, visit azhumane.org/volunteer to learn more about all the ways you can give back and to sign up today. And we have 2 critters in one show, and 2, it is absolutely adorable. We were talking about how King loves Timothy hay, but this one absolutely loves veggies. Who is this, ladies?
She is definitely on the healthy side because she likes her fruits and vegetables. She's actually going to town on a grape right now. She is a doll. We always have a hard time to see if the animals will eat on camera. Well, she's wanting to eat everything on the table. She just likes her smorgasbord. She was brought in, or she was actually found in a box with 4 other guinea pigs at a gas station. Someone abandoned all of them, and we took them in and made sure they were all healthy. They were all doing really great. And guinea pigs, in my opinion, are like the cutest pets to have because they are great for families. They're a great first-time pet for children to learn responsibility because of their gentle nature, and they're very inquisitive with their outside enclosure. You know, they love toys. They can bat things around. They're so smooth. They look like a little potato with legs. I mean, they are just adorable. And this one is very hungry. And there's a possibility that she might be pregnant because she was with other animals of her same species. So.
Yes, and you know, when we talk about critters, it's very important to keep them separate, like boys in one box, girls in one box. If not, they can become 20 in a very little time. There you are. And also, if you want to see more critters, you can go to our Papago Park campus. We keep the critters over there, and you can see all that are available for adoption at azhumane.org/adopt.
Absolutely. Thank you for that reminder. And yes, we do spay neuter our bunnies, but we do not spay neuter our tiny critters. So just remember that when we are adopting them out to you. And our next pup may be looking for the Gretel to his Hansel, but honestly, I think any loving home will do. And oh my goodness, everyone is in love, Lisa.
He is so handsome. This is Hansel, and he is a 1-year-old German Shepherd. And I know everybody's going to look at him and say he looks really, really thin, but he was really, really thin. This is after foster. He was really found in pretty bad shape, had some wounds on his hind end, found as a stray, and a Good Samaritan luckily picked him up out of the heat and took him to an emergency animal clinic. So those animals, when they're not claimed, come to the Arizona Humane Society when they're injured. So this handsome 1-year-old was brought in through our EAMT program. They brought him in, and he has been, luckily, one of our foster heroes has taken him in, and he gained some weight in foster, and he learned manners. He knows how to sit. He's very, very sweet and gentle. And so he now is up for adoption and still could gain some weight. But he is very, very sweet. So come think of him if you're looking for a German Shepherd, purebred, gorgeous boy. And if you're looking for some ways that you can maybe just visit the dogs but want to support the Humane Society, our Petique locations, we have a little shop at each of our locations where you can buy both dog gear and human gear. A lot of the shirts we all wear on the show are available. And you can shop online. 100% of the proceeds of all of these things go back to help animals just like Hansel here get big and strong and ready for adoption. So if you can't adopt, maybe you can just buy a t-shirt or maybe a new dog or cat toy. We've got everything you need, and if you adopt, 10% off. So everything you need, you need to go anywhere else, just go straight to the Petique store when you adopt your new pet.
And I see you are rocking an absolutely awesome Petique shirt as well. So you know that you're gonna look great while helping a good cause. Thank you for that, Lisa. And it's the last of our little kitty friends that we're gonna introduce you to. So make sure to keep it tuned right here to Pets on Parade. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, we've had a huge increase of pets coming through our shelter doors thanks to an increase, unfortunately, of owner surrenders. And we definitely have a lot of ways to prevent that, but especially spay neuter, right, Janine?
That is the #1 way to stop overpopulation, and also certain medical conditions as well, because when they can have different cancers and things like that when they're unaltered animals. And so it really makes a huge difference. And people think, well, they never go outside. Well, there's all kinds of weird situations that your animal can become accidentally, impregnated by maybe the little neighbor boy dog, So it's like, but right now I have to show you this little sweetheart. This is Nash. He is adorable. He is Tarassi's little sibling, and he was giving puppy kisses, but look at I could see him as a beautiful adult dog. I mean, he's super cute as a puppy, but he is going to be a stunning adult dog. And he's got a really great disposition. He's going to be easily trained. He likes treats and toys, so all the good feel goods. And yeah, he came in from a hoarding situation. They had to be confiscated by our field team because they were in, he had ticks all over him, so we had to treat him in our trauma hospital, and now he's perfect, so he's ready to be someone's best friend. Yes, look at him. Right, Nash? You tell him. Say, someone has to take me because I'm too cute.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for that, Janine. And make sure to visit azhumane.org/spay if you're interested in a low-cost spay-neuter surgery for your pets at home. And we saw this little one before the break. It's time to meet the last of our feline friends. Now, I'm not super familiar with Gilmore Girls, but I don't think this goes with that theme. I don't know.
I don't know. This is Spork. So I'm not sure where they got the name, but she is the last member of the litter you've been hearing about today. She went to a foster home with her siblings, and the foster mother said that she is very playful, which I can attest to. She has been playing nonstop on the table. Now, we always have kittens on the show, and we hardly ever have adult cats. And that's because adult cats are not fans of Pets on Parade. Driving here is scary. There's a lot of lights and sounds in the studio. And so we want all of our adult cats to have stress-free lives. And that's why we leave them at the shelter and hope that you visit our website at azhumane.org/adopt to read all about them and perhaps adopt an adult cat. But if you're in the mood for a kitten, Spork is adorable. She's very playful, like I said. She's very curious, and she's going to make someone a wonderful addition.
Oh, absolutely. And we have so many wonderful adult cats, adult dogs. So if you are not in the mood for a puppy or a kitten, you're like, maybe that's too much work. We totally understand. There are so many absolutely wonderful animals who are looking for their forever homes, and two, fostering is always a great way to be able to expand the walls of our shelter. And now we had to bring this absolute beauty back because we want to remind you that baby girl has been looking for her forever home for quite a while. She is absolutely wonderful. She's so sweet, and she has been so curious and loving with every single person in the studio, including the other pups and pets. Now, like we've been reminding you throughout the show, there's so many different ways that you can help the Arizona Humane Society and our pets. You can always visit azhumane.org to see all of those different ways, and come down to visit baby girl at our Papago Park campus. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. We'll see you right here next week for another adorable Pets on Parade. See you then.